Hello and welcome back to this week's video of A Brief History Of, and today we'll be talking about the SMS Wolf. It's a given that if you're on board a ship during wartime that you'll be at sea for quite a while. That's if you don't run out of supplies or get sunk by the enemy. SMS Wolf has the title of the longest time at sea without any support for any warship during the First World War. Its 451 days at sea involves skillful seamanship, a cunning captain, and some sneaky pages out of the Book of Cunning Foxes. SMS Wolf's career wasn't meant to involve taking pot shots at Allied shipping. Instead, she started out life as a Hansa Line freighter named the DS Vaxfels, and was intended to transport goods and wares all over the world. She was launched in 1913 and sported a weight of 11,200 tonnes. She was known as one of the Fels ships. It wasn't until 1916 that the then called Vaxfel changed names to SMS Wolf, when she was converted into an armed merchant raider. She wasn't a fast ship by any means, with a blistering speed of 20 km an hour. However, like all merchant raiders of the German Navy, she had a number of tricks up her sleeve. Merchant raiders were a class of ship used in the German Navy during the First World War. Most, if not all, were converted civilian ships, as a sneaky way of attacking Allied shipping by pretending to still be under the control of a civilian operator. They did this by hiding their guns behind fake walls, and often sailed under neutral or Allied country flags. They are all armed with 15cm naval guns, torpedoes, mines, and even seaplanes. On the 19th of November 1916, Wolf set sail with a complement of 348 men, under the command of Karl August Nerger, from the port of Kiel. From Skagerrak to the North Atlantic, Wolf was escorted by U-66. She passed the north of Scotland and turned south for the long journey to the Cape of Good Hope. She laid mines on the arduous journey past South Africa and eventually reached her hunting ground of the Indian Ocean. On the 27th of February 1917, Wolf captured her first prize, the SS Treteller. Rather ironically, she was actually one of Wolf's sister ships. The Treteller had been captured by the British in 1914 when she sailed as the Guntenfels of the Hansa Line. The procedure set out during the capture of the Treteller would be the blueprint for future boardings. First, Wolf would signal the ship to stop. A boarding party of 2 officers, 1 petty officer and 10 seamen would board the enemy ship. The officers armed with swords and pistols, and the seamen armed with rifles topped off with bayonets. The officers would proceed to the bridge, and the petty officer to the engine room. Having taken control of the ship, the captured officers were sent across to Wolf. The Treteller was used as an auxiliary mine layer until she was scuttled a month later. The Wolf used its ninja skills to attack Allied shipping, first by locating the target vessel with help of the onboard seaplane, Wolfchen, then getting close by pretending to be a civilian merchant ship, and at the last moment Wolf would lower her bulwarks to reveal her guns. By this time it was too late for the target vessel to escape. In total, 14 ships fell victim to Wolf's guns and a further 13 to the minefields laid during her voyage. She even managed to take 467 prisoners of war. The Wolf returned to her home port of Kiel on the 24th of February 1918, after a staggering 451 days at sea. Not only did she bring back prisoners of war, but she also had a hull full of treasures including rubber, copper, zinc, brass and coca, as well as copious amounts of coal which kept her at sea. The Wolf held the title of the longest voyage during the First World War, and Captain Nerger received the Pour le Mérite, also known as the highest German decoration. SMS Wolf was used for the remainder of the war in the Baltic Sea, and after the war she was given to France and was rather unceremoniously scrapped in 1931. The voyage was more successful than could have ever been anticipated, as essentially it was thought to be a suicide mission. Now, do you know of any interesting voyages? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Did you enjoy the video? I hope you did. If that's the case, leave a like and a comment below. New episodes are released every Thursday, and the best way to see them is via subscription. You can help the channel grow by sharing videos with your friends, and there's also a Patreon link down below if you fancy financially supporting the channel. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.